Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, we are using concealer only. That's right, no foundation. We are not using any foundation to create this base. And we're going to also use some new brushes that I will be uploading the video on soon and talking to you guys about. So let's get started. I'm going to start out by using the Made by Mitchell Cream Palette in the color Deep to do some underpainting and contouring and highlighting because we are not using any foundation. I just wanted to give a variety. I've done a foundation look using the Ruby Kisses 3D face creators. You can guys can scroll down, it's further down. I did that I think last year sometime. I did that video, but I don't think I ever did a video where we use only concealers. I know that a lot of people who have, especially if they have flawless skin, don't like to use foundation, so you can use concealers to create a beautiful look, and it's quick and easy to do. So whenever you're using concealers, and this is just what I would do, and I want to share with you guys, back in the day when I was younger, I actually did use concealers for foundation because we didn't have a lot of foundations back in the early 90s when I was preteen to teenager, and I was finally able to wear like foundations. Now, don't get me wrong, my routine was nothing like this now that I'm doing. I'm actually, I would just put the concealer over my whole face and call it a day. My routine, my foundation routine or makeup routine was very simple. I only had a small basket, and this was in the 90s. So yeah, I didn't wear a lot of foundations, and there wasn't really a variety, so concealers came in handy. So I'm loving that I'm able to do an advanced look of using just concealers to show that you do have a variety when it comes to makeup. And I was just loving how this comes together because the Made by Mitchell palette, it just gives you that skin-like finish. You can't go wrong with this palette. You can head to my TikTok under the name of tshovanbeauty, as well as I did an unboxing, a talking, and a demonstration. I can't talk today. A demonstration of these palettes, and I do intend on getting the light one. So I'm showing you guys. I'm sorry, that was the medium. That was the medium that I used as well, but I did use the deep. Now this you might have to find on Amazon. I got this a long time ago, but Hard Candy has since advanced. That is the Glamaholic Concealer, and that is a very full coverage concealer. So if you are a full coverage person, you would absolutely love this concealer. So I had started a habit of just putting down my contour because your contour doesn't sit as long as your highlight. So I wanted to do my contour first and then go in with my highlight second. So that's what I'm doing right here. And as you can see, I'm using my new brushes, my new Just Up brushes, and adding it, and that is the foundation brush. And yes, you can apply your concealers using a flat foundation brush. I also like that brush as well when applying powders because it just gets it very precise. So I'm just cleaning up around my eye and giving myself that lifted look, as you can see right here. And I ended up getting these concealers like when I first started doing highlight and contouring. So this has been in my collection for a very long time. And I found it today and decided to pull it out. I do have to get organized. But as you can see, I'm also adding on to the bridge of my nose to give that highlight. And you can always adjust as you go along. But again, this is using all concealers. So next I went in with the LA Girl Pro Conceal in medium beige to tone down that yellowness in that concealer. And I added that on top to give it further more coverage. The LA Girl Pro Conceal is I want to say it is more of a medium to buildable coverage. And that's why I love it. So whenever you are doing a concealer look only, you do not want to use foundation. You want to get a concealer that is your shade. Then you want to get a concealer that is 2 shades lighter, and you want to get one that is a shade darker or 2 shades darker. And that's how you would have your foundation or fake dation. I'm just making up any names, and you just have your highlight and your contour, and you can marry all of that together. Now, this is my shade here. This is Warm Honey by LA Girl Pro Concealer. So this is Warm Honey. As you can see, I'm starting to carve out and put that color in all of the areas that I didn't highlight and contour, to go ahead and just start the process of the no foundation routine. And if you guys are coming from TikTok and watching this, I thank you guys so much. I do appreciate it. While you're here, please give me a like and a follow, and tell a friend to tell a friend, so we can all be friends. These videos are totally free, and I will be adding more additions to my videos. I promise you, you guys are going to see the video of why I stopped really promoting on the TikTok shop, and you're going to start seeing fashion videos um, with more honesty, in-depth reviews of a lot of products here on my YouTube. So if you followed me here from TikTok, I thank you guys, and I look forward, to us growing together. So as you can see, I'm adding it all over using that same flat brush. When I tell you that brush was just getting it in there, getting it in, I did do some um, color correcting. I do recommend color correcting if you are like me and you have dark marks in your face. Now, if you find that orange color corrector is too much, of the peach, and you just don't know how to color correct, here's a tip that I'm going to give you guys. Always go for a concealer that has an orange undertone or a peach undertone in it, and therefore you'll be color correcting um, without having to go through all of the gist or looking too orange or looking too peachy. Now, right here, I do apologize. I did remember and decided to just, well, didn't decide. I immediately put down so you guys can see how I'm marrying everything together. And don't worry, you can always go back in and build up um, to your liking. But this is just making sure that there is no line of demarcation. I was so impressed at how everything was coming together. I was like, man, I wish I was wearing this like this back in the day when I was using just concealer. But yes, you can use, again, just concealer to create a whole face look. You do not have to use foundation. If foundation is just not your thing, there's varieties. I'm showing you guys plenty of varieties. You can go ahead and binge watch. Like I said, I did give you guys a um, makeup look using the 3D face creators. And that is one of the Just Some brushes that I'm using as well. And look how beautiful, everything is coming together. But look how beautiful that Made by Mitchell palette is. I just love how it just makes your skin look so beautiful. It gives you that skin like healthy glow to your skin. And now look how everything is coming together. I have that full coverage look that I like, and you would think that I am wearing foundation. I was like, ooh, this looks so good. And also make sure you get under your eye. Now, I will tell you, because I didn't do it, but you can get a small blending brush, and you can use it to help with your under eye. And another thing that I did use that I didn't say at the beginning, when I did my eye look, or when I was doing my face and I was prepping my face, I used eyeshadow base, eyeshadow primer to go into my crease. You can use that as well. So I put that under my under eye, and as well as in my smile lines, to help with the creasing. I also prime my face using the Refi primer I got from Sephora. And I also use the e.l.f. um, the green e.l.f. primer. as well as the poreless primer. So now that I did a little underpainting, I went and decided that I was just going to do some extra, and I went back in and did my contour, and I did use the deep as well as the medium again. I was just impressed. I was like, oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. As you can see right here, I'm going back in with my nose contour. Like I said, you can build up or you can just go straight in with your powders, but I decided to go in and do some more cream contouring to give me an overall glam look. I'm all for the natural look. I'm all for the everyday looks. I love that. We do need everyday looks, but I'm ready and I am doing back makeup looks that are makeup looks like back in the mid 2000s to maybe like 2018, 2019. I love to do colorful looks. I love to do makeup. Makeup looks like that. Makeup is supposed to be fun. It's all about creating, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I do wear my makeup out in the public like that. But if that's not your thing and you want to do the everyday look, I love that for you. But baby, I'm bringing back makeup, making it fun and enjoyable, because that's what it's all about. It's all about having fun. As you can see right here, I'm taking the more denser brush and marrying everything together basically. And as you can see how beautiful, it is coming together. It doesn't have that line of demarcation. I'm still saying it. I was like, baby, I did that. As I was listening to some music, I started to get into swing music. If you're from Louisiana, preferably up like toward Lafayette and all that, I'm starting to get into the swing music. And I was just jamming, having a good time. So I went back in um, with another concealer and decided to give myself a brighter highlight. Now, if you are watching me for the first time, I do like my foundations to be darker because I do love a bright highlight. And that's what I was doing right here, giving myself a brighter highlight. I'm sorry I don't remember the concealer. I'm trying to think um, of the concealer, but I can't remember. And as you can see, I did go in with a smaller Real Techniques brush, buffing brush, to add that and make sure that I wasn't putting it where it didn't need to be. And as you can see, as I'm going up, I'm giving myself that more lifted look that will give you that more youthful appearance and lifted eye look that makes it look like you had a facelift. And I'm using the tapping motion to work that in. Now I'm going in with my flat foundation brush and I'm marrying everything together, making sure that it's blended in and to the desired coverage that I want. I was trying to edit this video for TikTok, but I was going to have to take out a lot of parts, so I decided not to. I was like, okay, I could just tell them to come to YouTube to see this video and just maybe upload other parts while encouraging people to come to my YouTube, because that's what it's all about. Look how beautiful. Look how beautiful. And this is all concealers. As you can see, I have not pulled out any foundations. These brushes are the truth. These are definitely some good dupes to the Morphe brushes. You can get a whole entire set for half of what you pay when you're trying to add up all the brushes that you're buying from Morphe. No shade, because I do have a lot of Morphe brushes, but I do like to give affordable dupes. So if you want to see how this look came out, head to part 2. Head to part 2 on TikTok.